Happy December. I hope you are doing well. Okay. I think this throw is great. I think that you're about to embark on the opposite side of the coin for you, which is absolutely outside your comfort zone. But I think that you're so exhausted or tired, just tired, and not physically tired. You're just tired of things being how they are. We come in with the harmony card, and that's really what I think that you're looking for, right? Um, is harmony in your life, right? As I create, I will share, right? And that is what you do, but you've got to um, start being on the receiving end here. Okay, we come in with the King of Swords. Our energy is the Knight of Wands. We've got the Three of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Fool card, and the Temperance card. Okay, I think what you're wanting to take your foot off of the gas, right? I really just think that you don't need to push so hard, and you're tired of pushing so hard, and you don't need to push through life and take on so many burdens, right? I think at some point, you know, you may have someone like that in your sphere too, the King of Swords there, where it's just someone who, you know, the placement of that card is just when you strip it all away to bare bones, that's what lies there. That's what the real crux of this issue or whatever you're facing really is. And it could be just a very structured way of life, a very, you just have to keep pushing through because you're Aries, because you're the one that just has to get it done. Oh, just give it to Aries. Aries will do it. Or, let Aries do it. Aries can do it. It's like Aries is done doing it. They're tired, right? So I think that what you're looking for here is letting go of old ways of doing things, right? I think what you're looking for is normalcy, right? Um, actually, nourishment, vulnerability. People seem to forget Aries is not a machine, right? They just don't show their vulnerable side because they're usually too engrossed in fighting something for someone or trying to get something done, or they're like the headless horseman 99% of the time, but they get it done nonetheless, right? So inside there, though, is a real person with a heartbeat and feelings and, being vulnerable too. I think that that's a hard thing for Aries to express, and that unfortunately is uh, the 12th house treasure for you that sets you free. And it really does bring balance and stability to your life in a way that you're not always having to charge through life, right? I think that there's a lot on you. There's a lot that was, you basically shot out of the womb and said, all right, let's roll, and it's been that way ever since. And it was a torch that was handed to you. You didn't ask for it. It's just, once people see that you can do something or that you instinctively know how to do something, we come here instinctively knowing how to take care of ourselves. We're equipped with that GPS, but sometimes that goes awry when parents are dumping all of that on someone, and you just innately grow up in a way where you just do it. You just do it. It's instinctively, you just do it, right? It's not even any forethought. It just is what it is. It's who you are. But inside of there too is the part that doesn't get seen. Nobody really sees that part, right? And that's what you're looking to explore here. And that's where the Knight of Wands comes in. You're looking to go in a new direction. You're looking for normalcy. Easygoing, balance. And that's what I think the Temperance card, is that's what sets you free here, is this. It's you're wanting to be nourished. Your soul needs to be nourished. And that comes through, speaking up in a job position where, oh, Aries will do it, but Aries does it, but they don't get the compensation for it. So you're also known for really not, even though Aries is the go-getter, they're not really the one to be speaking up. So if you're owed something, now's the time to speak up. If you're owed that raise or you're owed that promotion, speak up. Hey, I take on all of this, and I never really say anything, but now I'm saying something because I'm starting to feel taken advantage of. In a relationship too, that could be the case. Your partner could be, growing doodle dust on the couch while you're, doing everything, and they're just used to you doing it, so they've just become complacent. It's time where you need to shake up your world and just, kind of like shaking out the carpet, just get rid of the dead weight that's around you and that's not really supporting you. I think you want to show the more sensitive side of yourself right now, because I do think you're really tired, and I think that going into 2018, it's going to be a shift for you, but it's a shift that sets you free. Your life will not be out of control if you loosen the reins just a little bit. And that's what Aries fear is, right? And that's what the 12th house is. It shows us all of our fears. But when we see them and we address them, they can set us free, right? So for you, it's just, you know what? I am vulnerable. I do want an easier way of life. I don't want to have all of this pushed on me. I want to a balanced load here. And that's what I think that you're doing. You're looking for freedom. You are looking for freedom. And that's what the Knight of Wands is. It's creativity, it's new journeys, it's new experiences. It's you just want something new and balanced, and not in a way where you're always having to push forward. Okay? You may be too, for some of you, you may be in the midst of some kind of legal battle. But if you are, again, it's not something that's new. It's something that has been going on, or repeatedly you find that, maybe the people in your surroundings are constantly having you, you're dragged into all of this nonsense. And what you're really looking for is to go in a different direction and to leave that behind. That three of swords is it's old patterns. It's old patterns that are generational too. You don't even know why or how or who or what, but all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I'm in here. Hello, I'm in here, and I want to come out. And, that's what you're doing. You're looking for some harmony in there. And the Temperance card comes after the Death card. So it's after this realization. And it's probably after, some dark nights of the soul. Why do I always end up here? Why am I always the doer and I'm unfulfilled because I'm doing for everyone else that I never do for myself, or I don't allow people in my sphere to do for me. That's what that Ace of Cups can be too. It's nourishment for your soul. It's letting people um, do for you too. It's got to be a give and take dynamic, right? Um, and the Temperance card, that's what that's about. It's an end to this hassle. It's an end to the way that you've been doing things. It's a clearing here. So however you've been doing things through your whole life, now is a time to change. It's not going to be how it's always been. Aries is here, yeah, but they're not going to be jumping in front of the bus to save everyone. They can, when we do that too, we enable people. We create these monsters in our lives that are complacent, but we've created that. So I think with that Three of Swords too, it's the acknowledgement of, I've really created this for myself. But until you realize that, you don't really realize that, you just think that you're doing things the way that they need to be done. But then you realize, whoa, this really is, when do I get to do me? It dawns on you like, I'm in here, you know? So that's what you're looking for, to express the more vulnerable side of yourself. And nobody likes being vulnerable. But little by little and tweak by tweak and just little changes here and there, your life will not be out of control. You'll realize that your life is still in control, but you don't need to have your foot on the gas so much. And you don't have to be pushing through things consistently. And life just, I didn't need to be doing this. It was, you know, kind of like that Zumba thing, or whatever that round little vacuum thing is, right? It's not knowing that, hey, this has an on button. So you've been pushing the stinking thing around the house, not even realizing that it would have done it had you just flipped the switch itself. That was a shitty analogy. I get it, but it was all I could think of. But that's what it is. And you're looking to go in a whole new direction. You're looking for something new. You're looking for, to express the vulnerable side of yourself. And that's the treasure chest, guys. That's the treasure in your chest that sets you free. So once you do that, you'll realize how much more enjoyable life can be. Okay? And it's harmony, and it's nourishment, and it's easy going, and it's just a balanced life. Because again, like I say, the Temperance card is about, I want it done, and I want it done yesterday. And I want it to look like this, right? And the other side of that is slow and steady, right? It's a mixture of the two, but in your own creative way, right? Your own creative project. What is it that you want to do that you haven't been able to do because you've been taking care of everyone else? Now is your time to do that. You know, um, if there's been something that you've been wanting to do, something that you think is owed you, like I say, a raise, right? A relationship. If it's not working, get rid of it. If the job isn't working, get rid of it. Now is the time too, guys, where if you want to do something, really set that up for yourself because it will go extremely well. 2018, yeah, it'll probably be a lot of work, but it'll be for something that you really want, right? You'll really be focused on something that you really want, that's in your soul here, that nourishes your soul. So you have the key to set yourself free, and honestly it will. Okay, so there you go. If you need a private reading, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to help you with anything. Okay, thank you so much. Happy December, Aries.